Let's walk through now the WordPress setup wizard as we find it with Desktop Server. We'll go ahead and select English as our primary language, and then it's going to ask us some information. We need the site title, a username, and one important thing here is do not use common usernames like admin, editor, or things like that could easily be guessed by people trying to hack your site. Instead, I'm going to do something called site_admin spelled with a number of different special characters. We then want to enter in a secure password, although newer versions of WordPress may actually give you an automatically strong password instead and ask you if you want to change it. I like to use an online service like strongpasswordgenerator.com or something else that will automatically give me a very long, complex, randomly created password. So I'm going to paste that in here, and then I'll enter in my email. Notice it has a privacy option, but no settings. If you're installing this online or outside of Desktop Server, you may have a checkbox here that says allow search engines to index this site. However, because this is a local stall and search engines won't be able to index it or rank it on our computer, this option is disabled by default. Let's go ahead and install WordPress, and then we'll find that WordPress is all installed and set up, and it's giving us the option to log in. We could then log into our site with the information that we just set up during the last steps. If WordPress installs an out-of-date version, you could come into the WordPress updater here and simply click to update WordPress to the latest version, return to updates, and then select all themes or plugins that also need to be updated as well. We could see everything is now up to date and we're ready to go. If you're just getting started with WordPress, I want to point out that when you're in the admin area, you could get to the front end of your site by clicking on the name of your site in the top toolbar. Likewise, if you're ever logged out of WordPress and starting on the main URL of your site, you could add /wp-admin in order to log in. And notice that we'll be redirected to our login page here and then taken to the admin area. If you stay logged in, you could get back to the admin area by simply clicking on the name of your site again up here in the toolbar to go back and forth. So you should now have WordPress up and running on your computer. There is one thing I want to point out here though, that the default emails that WordPress sends, for example, if we log out and we have something like lost your password, WordPress will not be able to send out this information if it's running locally on your computer because the email service will be blocked. What I want to show you in the last video then is how we can enable WordPress to send out email even when we have it installed locally on our computer.